All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. We're waiting for folks to jump back in. This is my second time. Welcome to the Whiskey Cowboy live. It's September 21st, 2025. That's right. Go on Facebook and move that to the trash. All right. Go on there. Do we got somebody watching the show? Do not know. Do not know. We're coming back to the Whiskey Cowboy Live after just over 8 months of being off the air. And then my sound system crapped out on me, so we had to get that rebuilt last week, and now we're back again, and we're still ironing out some bugs. Says we got 2 viewers here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Sounding much better, she says. Let's see here. Stream settings. Okay, they're out again. All I did is just restarted. That's weird. Shut down, came back. Is it jittery? We got the jitterbug again. Oh, I'm also throwing more sound bits at you. I increased my streaming for the sound itself. Shouldn't have need to. I'm at like 230 or something like that, and I was at 128 before. Should have been fine. But you think this is okay? Am I jittery? She says, nope. As in, nope, I'm not jittery. Okay, good. Good. We shouldn't be jittery. And the volume's fine. Tonight's coffee is Butter Pecan from New England brand. Oh, got a cramp in the underside of my leg. That wasn't very good. Okay, she's saying yes. So we're good. So it sounded like it sounded 8 months ago. Is that what you're saying? %. Good. That's a start. That's a start. That is a darn good start. Okay, let me, I'm going to, no. Back out of there. I'm going to go here. I'm going to edit the video. The last video, there was 8 views and it's crap. Now I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to delete it. Wait a minute. How do I delete this darn thing? Go on down here. Get on up here. Crap. I'll just, done. I just moved it to private. Okay. So what's different about the sound now than it was 8 months ago? Oh, it's coming back? Well, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? You son of a mother. Let's try this. Let's just get this out. That's out of here. I'm unplugging everything that I don't think I need. That's out of there. Okay. Did it do anything different now? Give him a collar. Call her up. Call her up. Okay. All I did was I just took one more thing out of the loop. Let's try this. Turn that sound down. That shouldn't make any difference because it was just a system sound. We weren't running anything in the background. Just me talking. But on my end, through my speakers or through my earbuds, I'm not getting reverb. Remember, I was saying I was always getting reverb. You guys weren't hearing it, but I was getting it through my ear. I'm not hearing that now, which is good. I just hear me, just my voice. Just my voice. A little bit of gravel, because that's my voice. But no reverb or any of that garbage. 2. You sound great. I sound great. As in I'm not jittering anymore. Or just minus that, the voice is the way it was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Ah, goodness gracious. I got to get this ironed out because this will be the death of me. Had a busy weekend. My son came over with the grandkids. And they're always happy to see us. And he got out the nothing junking it up, just good audio. Okay, so that's good. That might have been part of the problem. We'll see. So we took out the axe game for the kids. You know, it's the plastic one, and they had a ball with that, and they had a good time, and we were outside and yakking and everything. And I got to go over to his place. I got a couple chores for him to do for him. I got to pick up his snowblower, put it in my truck, and bring it back home, and I'll give it a once over. I guess it's about crapped out on him, and I think I know why. He needs a new belt. So I'll order him up a new belt and put a new belt on, give it a good once over, make sure it's running right, and bring it back to him. Got to do mine too, but I got the belt all ready for it. And got to go over and identify some trees because I guess he's got a bunch of trees he wants cut down. So, well, you know the cowboy, I can do that. So I'm going to be cutting down a bunch of trees over at his place and bucking them up and bringing them back to mine. So I can burn them. So that whole audio right there was just crystal clear in the way it was supposed to be, just like before, without any jittering. Okay. And the volume is still good, or do I need to turn that up? See if I can push a little gain on there. How's that? The audio better now? Coming in a little bit hotter? 2, 1, 2. Volume is good. I'm pushing my gain up on it, but I'm still running. Oh, there was a clip on that. Let's go a little compression, a little bit more. 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. Am I clipping or coming in good? Coming in good. Good. Fantastic. Louder too? Should be louder. You want it even louder? 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm pushing more signal now. I'm pushing past the green into the yellow, but I'm not clipping into the red. You probably hear a little bit of a fan noise in the back. That's the fan in the studio. But the volume should be coming in good and hot on your end, but it should not be clipping. Is that correct? Sounds like before fan included. Good. Good. I don't mind the fan in there. I don't mind the fan in there. That's something we can all deal with. Okay, Kay hasn't come back. Kay hasn't come back. So it doesn't bother you. I mean, I could turn the output down a little bit and the fan would go away just a little bit, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Because it's what I hear. Must not have his notifications on. Yeah, let me see here. Okay, stop this right there. Let's go. I'm going to put this back on. There we go. I'm going to put that back in there. Boom. Post that on there. It said restarted cleaner audio. But it's not jittering. Since I come back, it's not been jittering. She says it's been great. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Picture's good. Picture quality fine. I think it's brighter than it used to be. I don't know. We go through those things. I like it a little duller. I can't turn down the lights on this end because what I'd need one more bank of LEDs. And I don't have LEDs. And I'm not going to invest in them. So I'm just running a full one. A full bounce back. Just a solid light umbrella. You saw the pictures of it. That's fine. All right. Well, good. We got 2 people watching. Hey, who's the second person out there? Say hey. Say hey. I will get Zoom meeting up and running. I don't know why that didn't keep me logged in. Everything's been restarting and updating, and it's a pain in the ass. And then I had to pay for another year of Zoom this last week, which is another just shy of $190. It's like, yeah, one thing after another getting the show back up. So that's $190 on top of a couple hundred and change for the new mixer, 100 and change for the audio interface that I can't use very much. So I had to get the other one. So that's what? 2, 3, 4. I probably spent oh golly, this last week at least $500 on the show. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty rough. And that's not including all the stuff, just living expenses. So, the folks out there watching, yes, donations are greatly appreciated, greatly needed. I've got 7 monthlies set up right now. I put online, Laurel saw it, I put online. I said, yeah, hey, Milestone, we got 6 monthly donations set up. Got a bunch of single donations, but I can't budget on singles. It's the monthlies that I can factor in. So we had 6, and the day that I'd mentioned that I had 6, I got another one that came in. So I got 7. Grand total is 7. 7 monthly donations for the Whiskey Cowboy and my content. Yeah. we need a lot more than that. A lot more than that. I did the math for everybody. I said, yeah, figure it out. If 100 people were to give $5 each, that's $500 a month. Before taxes and before transaction fees. And I had a friend of mine, he's a good fellow. He's like, yeah, let's hope we can do it. It's like, I need to make more than $500 a month to keep this thing going. It's like, are you kidding me? I've been doing it for 10 years for free. Say $500. Most people won't work 1 week for $500 before taxes. Oh, but here I am. And I put out content and I deal with people from the time I wake up until the time I go to bed. So you do the math. That's a lot of time. And I keep my cell phone with me. If I'm not in the studio putting out content and stuff, I am on the laptop putting out content. And if I'm not on the laptop or the studio putting out content, I got my cell phone. So if I'm out there cutting wood, or I'm out mowing the lawn, or I'm out doing errands, something catches my eye or something I need to put it, I have my cell phone and I do it. Messages come in, emails come in, I got my cell phone. So it's like there's Cowboy John, Dr. John, taking care of business. So, yes, donations are much appreciated. And it's like, hey, people, I could probably make more busking out on the street than I do now. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to work full time for you folks and put out content. Oh, we're almost an hour into the show. 3 people. Hey. Say hey. Go ahead and type in chat. Let us know you're out there. Let us know you're out there. Had white chicken chili for dinner. Mrs. made cornbread. I'm not a big cornbread person. Now she's going to be making some cornbread, honey cornbread with japalinas for me. But I'm not a big cornbread guy. I'm a cracker guy. Ritz crackers. I have my chilies and I eat my Ritz crackers. But she made cornbread. And they enjoyed the cornbread. Because again, Sunday night's dinner night with the kiddos. They come on over. Like I said, my son came over with his kiddos yesterday. I'll be busy with him. Go give his snowblower a tune-up and, well, go get it, bring it home, tune it up, send it back. He lives a good, he lives on the other side of Loudon. Yeah, everybody else likes the cornbread. I'm not a big cornbread person. I like cornbread just by itself with some butter, and that's fine. But with chili, oh yeah, I like sourdough bread, white bread, crusty bread, Ritz crackers. Not Ritz crackers. No, not Ritz crackers. Ritz crackers are butter crackers. Those are good with cheese. Saltines. Saltine crackers. You know, white saltine crackers. that's good enough for me. I usually have beer. Tonight I wasn't in the mood for a beer. I had a soda. I had a Sprite. I'm not a big soda guy. Sprite's okay. Sound still coming out good there, Laurel? We're just yakking here. She says, yes, it is. Good. We need the old crew back. We need Gus back. He was here the other time. We need Gus, and we need Donna. And Donna, as long as she behaves herself. Donna. Oh, crap. There's a bunch of them. Peg and Judy. Peg and Judy. Judy ain't been back yet. Hope she's doing okay. I know she was getting worn down with her job before we terminated the show this last time. It's 8 months. 8 months ago. Goodness gracious. Laura was getting all frustrated. She said, dang it. Laura was missing the show. Missing the show. Yes, indeedy. But yeah, been pushing content, trying to get people to understand about donating and how important it is. It's going slow. Okay, who is staying in the weeds? Say hi, says Laurel. Yeah. Get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah, the kids came over today, and we went out back, and I gave them a couple hatchets, and they started throwing them. Well, her feller threw it, and it bounced off, and it hit my new kayak. Yeah, got a big old cut in my kayak. Didn't go all the way through. I wasn't happy. I didn't yell at him. Since it's rotomold plastic, as most of them are, I'm pretty sure it didn't go all the way through anyways, but I'm pretty sure I can use a heating iron, soldering iron, and melt that back in together, and she should be fine. But I wasn't happy. Oh, goodness. And then they weren't throwing it hard enough, and it's like, hey. I said, okay. You can't be a pussy. you gotta throw it, because if you don't, it's not going to stick into the target. It'll just bounce off the wood. Yeah, I tried to. They're just really timid. So it's like, yeah. They got to get down to get the rotations right. And then, of course, we got different length handles and different types of heads on them. So they got to get used to whatever hatchet they're going to start throwing. They got to get used to that one, because the shorter, heavier ones, they spin faster. And then the longer, lighter ones, they spin slower. And then mine is heavy and long, so it spins about medium, but you got to put some ass into it. Hey, Orion, how you doing? Laura says, good to know. Yeah, and I didn't wet it down. I should wet down. You should always wet down your knife and hand axe, your hatchet throwing targets. Wet them down. What that does is it causes the fibers to be more pliable, spongy, and it heals better. My nose started getting stuffy about a half an hour before the show, and the missus is like, yeah, it always happens that way. It's like, yes it does, and it needs to not. Set that aside, bring over my Orca mug. Oop, dang it, stop it. Orion, I believe Orion is a monthly contributor now. Thank you very much. Miss Laurel is as well. Don't burn myself. No, I was just bopping shit. Orion says, you're welcome. Well, thank you. We need a lot more folks. I got a lot of folks out there watching and interacting with my Facebook stuff. It's over 12,000. That ain't much. I'm a little fish. But that's a lot of people. And you go, even if there's only half of them, you go, okay, whatever. If I can't get a couple hundred people, 2, 3, 4, 500 people just giving $5 to $10 a month, should be easy. The numbers are there. Should be easy. People waste more than that every month on stuff. It's like, do you like me having me around? I've been cranking out content. I put out a lot, even on the weekends. People know, 7 days a week. I'm putting stuff out 7 days a week. From the time I get up in the morning till the time I go to bed. If I'm out for the day, I'm still putting out stuff. I was putting out more stuff in the 8 months that I was quote unquote not there than a lot of places put out when they are there. So folks need to step up, and there's a link underneath the show. Go ahead and set yourself up a monthly donation if you would. Thank you very much. Single donation's fine. But I can only budget what I can go through, and I can see what my monthlies are. I got 7 people so far. 7. 7 people set up a monthly. 7. 7. I mean, thank you. I appreciate it. But you go, it hurts. But I got in another single donation. It was a nice one. Before the show started, after I get through with the show, I'm going to shoot them off an email. I send off, as long as there's an email associated with the donation. Sometimes there isn't. I can't see it. I just get the donation. But if there is an email associated with it, I always send back a thank you. And it's not an automated system. I take the time. I figure if you can take the time to send me a donation and to set up an account to do a monthly, I'm gonna take the time to send you off a thank you. Now, I don't know if it gets to people. A lot of times it might get in their spam folder. I have no idea, but I send them out. I also answer emails when people send me emails. That's the Whiskey Cowboy at gmail.com. I answer emails. Unless you're just being a jackwagon, then you're blocked. But honest to goodness emails. If you have a question or you want it, I will answer them. Messenger. Like on Facebook. You send me a message, I will answer it. Unless you're being a jackwagon, then you're going to get blocked. But everybody that comes in good faith and wants to talk to the cowboy, I will answer them. Even if it's a thumbs up. Because sometimes it's like, got it. Thanks. But if you got a question, I answer it. And most of the other commentators out there don't do that. Sure, they've got a lot bigger audiences, but they just don't do it. I do everything myself. I don't have somebody doing my videos for me. I don't have somebody doing my mixing for me. I don't do somebody write my articles for me and post it up on social media. And then I don't have somebody moderate my page. I do everything. It is what it is. I don't put up with shenanigans either. And I've got one of the cleanest pages. These folks here, right in the chat there, both Orion and Laurel, they both go to my page. They follow my page on Facebook. It is the cleanest, one of the cleanest, if not the cleanest, Facebook pages out there. I don't put up with garbage. And it's not about disagreement. If you disagree with me, okay, that's fine. You want to be an ass, you're gone. Doesn't matter what your political affiliation is. Doesn't matter what your social views are. And if you disagree with me, go around a couple times, it's like, okay, fine, and that's it, and that's ended. We don't have long, drawn-out back and forths. I'm not going to have it. I don't have the time for it. And folks know I actually go through all of the comment section on all of my content. I may miss some things because a lot of times there's a lot of comments there, but I'll get to them. Don't mess with the trolls. Cowboy will take care of it. I'll take care of it. And that way, when you're there, you're going to be talking with people of like mind, civil people. And no, it's not just straight white Christian guys that are there. I got gay people that follow my page and comment up. I got people that are different ethnicities. We got even people on the left. They don't post up much, but the ones that stick around, they know they're going to get the scoop, and they're going to hear it from me honestly, without being unfair. I'm a very fair guy. But I'm not there to debate people. I'm not Charlie Kirk. Well, I said, yeah, I'm Charlie Kirk. I'm not Charlie Kirk. We're both on the same, we were on the same team. God rest his soul. But me and Charlie, we ain't the same. My boss at my last job, he described me to the big boss. He said, John is, what do you say? Rawhide and barbed wire. Rawhide and barbed wire. Hey, I got a great sense of humor. Folks like me. It was great. But I'm a straight shooter. I call it like it is. I try not to be mean. I've been a little bit more testy in the last week. But they got it coming. And I'm tired of playing games. Laurel says sounds about right. Yeah. Rawhide and barbed wire. No, I'm a nice feller. I'm easy to get along with. Got a good sense of humor. Kind. But I don't put up with crap. Not happening. Sounds still good out there, huh, Laurel? Been clean? I know I asked again, but I'm going to keep asking. She says yes. Good. You'll notice I'm wearing a vest again tonight. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season. Today was the first day of the year that I could wear my vest again since spring. My vest. Vests. I have vests. Yeah. And again, the way the cowboy is on the screen every time, that's the way I am when I leave the house or when I'm walking around the house. So. Laurel says, I'll let you know if it gets skippy. All right, Skippy. Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of that, Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla, I listened to him talking. It's like, oh, and he didn't agree with what Jimmy said, but, and then he went into, just Jimmy's a nice guy and this and that, and he's generous and he's just kind and blah blah. No, Jimmy Kimmel's an asshole. And Adam Carolla was like, that people know the character that he plays, that's not really Jimmy. That's his persona. It's like, yeah, but he doesn't have to be that way. He chose to be that way. Let's say he is the nicest guy in the world. Well, he's an asshole on TV. Don't be an asshole on TV. Anybody who has met me will tell you, John is the same on Facebook, on YouTube, and in person. It's the same guy. You're not meeting somebody new. It's the same guy. Why bother? Yeah, you can tone things down. Yeah, when I'm around people that and the setting isn't right, yeah, I'll watch my language a little bit more. I'll speak more gentle. But that's what everybody does. When you're around the guys or your close friends, then you can cut up and you can get a bit dirty and you can get a bit raunchy and you can do it, if it fits. But Orion says, as the Kirk haters pay the piper, I wonder what will happen if it was Omar or Cortez. Yeah. The cities would burn. They'd have been burnt. They'd still be burning. They canonized George Floyd, for crying out loud. A drug addict, a criminal drug addict with a history of drugs, criminal activities, and mental health issues. And they canonized him. I'll be the first to tell you that I can't even remember his name. Chauvin. Derek Chauvin, by all accounts, was an asshole. Yeah. I saw nothing in the videos of the arrest and everything like that would lead me to even contemplate criminal charges. Everything he did was by the book. And I've told this, I went over, those folks that were following my content during that whole time, they know I've been over it. Do you know why you pin the suspect's head to the ground with your knee? Do you know why you do that? Because if you don't and they flail around and they start bashing their head into the ground, you are liable for the damage that they do to themselves because they are under your custody. So you stop them from moving. You pin their head to the ground. It's standard. It's standard practice. Every police department did it. Because it saves from liability. Wasn't doing it because he was an asshole. And why was he smart? Because he's done this shit time and time. He just did it that last week. He had to do that with somebody. This was old hat to him. That's the same way as you expect police officers that do their job every single day and they deal with these people to react to situations like you might, that you've never had to deal with it. And you're sitting at home going, oh, this is how I would. You can't go to the grocery store without getting pissy with somebody. Now you're going to deal with somebody that's on drugs and they're uncooperative and they're acting irrationally. And it's like, no, shut up. And police officers get desensitized to the things that they see all the time. So do EMS workers. So do ER workers. So do fire people. Fire people. Fire people. That reminds me of what the heck is a piccolo? Damn piccolos. My goodness. But no. But Chauvin, by all accounts, he was an asshole. He was into other troubles anyways, and it was good to get to him, but not because he was a bad police officer. Damn piccolo. That's on the last show, folks. We were talking about flautas. The missus made some flautas. It's a Spanish dish. It's a really tight burrito thing that you bake, and it's flauta. It's flute. It's got cheese and meat and stuff in it. So, I don't know. So Laurel posted up in the thing. It's just like a somewhere between the size of a piccolo and a flute. And I'm reading that and going, piccolo? What the heck is a piccolo? It's a piccolo. It's like, oh, damn. Yeah, yes, I just had a brain fart. You just read something. We've all done it. You read it and you go, what the hell is that word? And you sound it out and it's like, that ain't right. And then when it clicks, it's like, oh man, I'm retarded. So that's what is a piccolo. So I guess from here to eternity, I'll remember that piccolo. Laurel says, do it all the time. We're human. We're human. Well, you're all human. I'm not human. But yeah, I'm tired of the dishonesty. I'm tired of the lies. The lies. Double standards and hypocrisy. I'm tired of it. I'm not playing their game. I'm not playing their linguistic game. I'm not playing any of their games. I'm done. I'm done. So, my content is going to be on fire. It's been cooking. And if you follow me on Facebook, make sure you go to my page at least once a day because you're not getting all of my content. I'm putting out, during the weekday, I'm putting out a dozen or more articles and other content. A dozen or more. On the weekend, heck, I put out at least 6 to a dozen. I do my short stuff on the weekend. Try to do more memes. Try to do just if there's just a news blip that I need to put out there, just a short blip with a picture, put it out there so folks know and they can talk about it. There you go. Share. Follow. Donate if you can. Thank you very much. And why isn't everybody talking? There's people watching the show and they're not talking. Laurel says, you know when I go to your page to make sure I get everything. Oh, you always know when I go to. Yes, because see, I pay attention when people comment, like, or share, because I get notifications of it. And man, they come in. It's like, okay, bing, 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 bing. Laurel's going down the list. And you stop and think, okay, when I put something out, it may take 20 seconds to read. If. Took me more than that to come up with a picture, to come up with exactly what I wanted to say, and then to put it out there. Now you do that, especially, and then I got my articles. And here's another thing that chaps my ass about Facebook. My articles, my long articles, they don't get seen and commented on nearly as much as a freaking meme does. Facebook pushes memes. So if you go, oh, this is stupid, why is John doing? Because I need people to get my content in their feeds. And Facebook pushes certain things, so I got to do it. Why is John talking about this? Doesn't he have more important things to do? Yeah, I do. But if I don't talk about the stuff that everybody else is talking about in some way, I get buried. I get buried. So I've got to do it. And then I work my other content that I know that's the meat and potatoes of what I put out there, which is my articles, which is explaining. I will put out something in the news, and then I will talk about the issues involved, not just the who, what, where, but why and how. How? Why? Why is this happening? Let's deal with the issues. I will put out cultural pieces dealing with issues. I will talk about psychology and physiology. Put out an article the other day. I'm like, people don't understand how endorphins and dopamine affect your body, and why. And a good deal of what a lot of people are doing is because they're bouncing back and forth between endorphins and dopamine hits. And once you understand the physiology, you can understand some of the psychology. If you understand the physiology and the psychology, you can then make predictions and you can alter things so that you can guide people and or stop things from happening. There's reasons for it. I'd put out there, if you don't know who I am, go to my Facebook page. I've got a Who Is This Whiskey Cowboy Guy, and it's a rundown roughly who I am. I am a student of the human condition. People fascinate me. Humanity fascinates me. I care about humanity. I've worked for my fellow man. Not just for my fellow man, but for my fellow man. My entire life. Because I care about people. They annoy the shit out of me, though. Dang it. They annoy the shit out of me. It's like, stop it. Stop it. And I try to be nice. I offer as much grace as I can. But when a boot needs to be dusted with somebody's ass, it must be dusted. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So go to my page. Read through the articles. There's another handy thing. If you want to know, well, what does John think about this or that? You can go to my page and then go to the search function and type in what you want to search. Not in the upper left-hand corner. That's just all of Facebook. It's in my drop-down menu on the right-hand side. Those three little boxes. And search. And go, whatever, taxes, politics, sexuality, friendship, love. Type it in. See what comes up. You're not going to get it all. Excuse me, but you're going to get a bunch of stuff. Utilize the tool that's there. And I always get a kick out. No, I don't. That's a lie. It's not a lie. I misspoke. I don't get a kick out of it. It's annoying. If somebody disagree with me, do not presume it's because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about or the issue at hand. Because if I don't know, I'll say I don't know. Anybody who's followed my content for any amount of time and joined my live streams know, if I don't know, I don't know. There's no shame in not knowing. And here's a quiz for those out there watching that follows my content. When I don't know, what's then the next thing that I say? Say, I don't know. And I'll say something else. What comes after that? You're waiting on it. I say it all the time. So there you go, but I'll find out. So I'll find out, or let's find out. If it's on the show, it's like, hell, let's find out. It's like, I don't like not knowing things. I don't like being wrong. Not because it's not a pride issue. It's not like, oh, gee, I get my feelings hurt because I'm wrong. No, I anger myself because I'd rather just say I don't know and then find out, correct the problem. So if I talk about something, I got a good bead on it. If I don't know, I won't comment about it. I won't talk about it. Or I'll say, I don't know. Let's find out. You go, oh, John, he thinks he knows everything. No, I don't. No, I don't. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. Unlike the vast majority of people out there, if I don't know, I shut the fuck up. I don't know. I cannot speak intelligently on that matter. And anyone who has followed my content and my show, they know I say that all the time. I do not know. I cannot speak intelligently on that issue. And then if I think it's worth doing, we'll find out. Then I can speak intelligently on it. And then some things that look, there's some things that come up and go, I just don't know. There's not enough information out there. There's not enough out there that gives me a good beat on things. And I'll let people know this is what I think. That's why I've always said I'd rather be 3 days late on a topic and be right than Johnny on the spot every time something pops up and wrong every time, just like everybody else out there. That's why I got a good track record. Heck, Laurel's even said that. If I'm worried about something, I wait to see what John has to say about it. And, folks, you can just shoot me off a message. What do you think? Did you see this, John? What do you think? I'll let you know. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you need to worry about it. Doesn't mean much to me, but it might mean something to you. I'm always honest with people about it. I'm not going to bullshit them. I'm going to lie to them. And I'm not going to steer them wrong. So yeah, if you don't agree with me, it ain't because I don't know. It ain't because I'm ignorant. I hate that. Oh my goodness. Had a gal send me stuff in private, and she's like, about women being mistreated by the church and all. I knew what she was talking about. It was a side issue from what I posted, which I took off. I commented to her and then removed it. We took it to private, and she understood why, because it was not germane to the topic, and it would have just derailed everything. But number one, don't try to act. If I know, I know. I'll tell you, and don't throw scripture at me, because I know. Scripture says this. Yeah, it does, but it says this, and this as well. Don't be playing that games with John. Wrong guy. So it's like, bless you. No, I get it. No, I know this. Thank you very much. Yeah. If I'm pretty much set in my view on something, it's because I've done the research. If I haven't, I'll say I don't know. And then I'll reach out and go, okay, hey, do you got something for me? But chances are, no, I'm pretty good at looking up stuff. I'm pretty good at researching. Pretty good at it. I'm inquisitive. I'm inquisitive. Can't spell worth a darn, though. I got a vocabulary that do not let this voice and this accent fool you into thinking that I ain't got a vocabulary. I do. I do. And a lot of times I hold back on it. But I can't spell. I can spell phonetically, and that's fine. But yeah. Not a good speller. Oh well. I know my limitations. That's why I have people look over my stuff. Hey, I just put something up. Go take a look at it. Oh crap. Because a lot of times it's not even a misspelled word. Because you can catch that when I'm typing it out. It's when it like auto corrects to something it's a real word, but it ain't the word that you needed. Or I try to write a sentence and it's like I took two sentences put together and then mix them up because it wasn't quite right, and I'm formulating it correctly, and then I got like two ins, two ands, or you know what I mean? It just things aren't quite. It's like, are you supposed to? No, that's not supposed to. Thank you. And then I correct it. Be nice to have a whole staff to do that. There you go. I'm going to write up a bunch of stuff, and you just you correct it and put it out there. But I don't. Heck, I can't pay their bills. I'm having a hard time paying mine. That's not true. People go, oh, well, John's got money. Look. And I don't say this to people, oh, well, he's fine. No. I've been running for 10 years on my own budget. Now I'm running on my own budget, except for 7 people that are donating each month. No. I'd like to not dip into my savings to pay my living expenses. I'd kind of like to pay them off of the work that I'm putting in for folks. It's like people don't think twice about, oh, they pass that guy with the guitar on the street and they pass them 3-4 times a week, and they'll drop a 5, 10, or a 20 in there, and they'll do that 2-3 times a month. Don't think twice about it. But they'll go online. They'll go to my page. Like, yeah, but there's a lot of pages. We can't give it to everybody. Fair enough. Fair enough. I get it. You can't give to everybody. So you have to make choices. A lot of these people, they've either got more money coming in or they've got an external income stream. I'm telling you, I'm doing this full time. This is what I do. This is what I do. And if folks like that and they think that my voice, trust me, all the big boys out there, Charlie Kirk wasn't doing it for free. You think Charlie Kirk was out there doing it for free? Do you think Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Cenk Uygur, anybody, just name one of these people. You think that they're just doing it for free? Do you think they're really doing it for free? No. No. And if they weren't getting paid, they wouldn't be doing it. You can bet on that. Yet I've been doing it for 10 years, ain't got paid for it. So like I said, people can make their choices and they can figure out who they might want to give a couple bucks to each month. To help the message get out there, to be a voice out there, to be able to go to Facebook on a page and not sift through shit-flinging monkeys. They can talk with people of like mind in civil discussions. And that shit doesn't happen on its own. Somebody's got to tend the garden. I tend the garden. Audio still going good? I know Laurel said she'd tell me if it starts breaking up, but everybody got quiet out there. Tonight's coffee is Butter Pecan. Butter Pecan from New England brand. Out of my Orca mug. Started with my coffee mug. Switched to my Orca mug. But yeah, I'd like to not talk about having people donate money. I hate it. You have no idea. But you go to every podcast out there, you go to every and they're always donate. And I hate it. I hate asking. Not in my nature. I'd rather just do. So we get a few hundred people, maybe 1,000, be great. Donating $5 or $10 each a month. That goes a long way. Now you got to understand, I don't make that money because a good chunk has to be set aside for taxes. Then some of it gets whittled down again for transaction fees. So it ain't as much as what you think it is. But yeah, if I can get a couple grand, $2-3 grand a month, that's fine. That ain't living rich. That's paying your bills. Got to do the math, folks. Got to do the math. But while I'm doing this full time again, I can do get-togethers. If you'd like to get together with me and you are in the New Hampshire area, you let me know. We were going to try to do a summer meetup, but then I had to go work elsewhere. I sold firearms all summer. And I sold a shit ton of them. So we couldn't do that. Unfortunately, we were going to set it up to go up like Lake Winnipesaukee or something like that. Go to Alton Bay, someplace that has decent parking and some area where we can enjoy the water, at least looking at it and breeze and sit on a lawn, and that's good. And I could bring my guitar and I could bring my amp and we can sit there and we can play and talk and it'd be great. Couldn't do that. Might still be able to do something similar maybe this fall. I don't know. But again, if you're in New Hampshire, or you're going to be, and you'd like together, you say, hey, John, can we get together sometime? And we'll make an arrangement, and we'll, if at all possible, and we'll hook up. We'll hook up. I finally put my name and website and Facebook and stuff like that on my truck. It's not big. But it's there. So now when I'm driving around, hopefully folks will see that and go, oh, let's check out this feller. Or they'll go, oh, shit. That's you? Yeah, me and my black truck. Laura says, I saw that. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Let's see here. Is it in my reels on Facebook? Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. You ready? Let's see here. Let's see if we can internet on. There we go. But I don't see anything there. Okay, let's go to the internet. Let's see what it's... see the properties here. There we go. Hey, there's the internet. There it is on my truck. We the People edition. Yeah, it's my big black truck. See, pretty small, unobtrusive, but if you're around, you can see it. So, now can you hear the music on this at the same time? I don't think it says that it's playing, but I don't hear it. Oh, because it's like this. How's this? It's not coming in through there either. Can you hear music on that? No, she says. Okay. Yeah, let me see here. You know what? I'll bet you it's because I was echoing and I turned all the sound off on the system because it was echoing. I'll get that straightened out. But you don't need the sound. It's taking care of business. Is playing in the background there. So that's my big black truck. If you ever see me out there on the roads, zipping around the back roads of New Hampshire, you just honk your horn, wave, don't flip me off. Just wave and say, hey. If you see me parked someplace or if you see me out a lake playing, come on up and say, hey. If you whatever. If you see it, that's me. That's me in my truck. John, a big black truck. A tall cowboy, 6'4". I'll get out. I'll slide on out. But yeah, in my truck. Yipper skipper. Now, where is everybody? Come on, y'all can talk. So yeah, if you're in the area, or you want to get together, or you got a shindig or something going on, you want me to show up, you just let me know. If I can slide it in, I'll slide it in. You want the cowboy there, we'll see. That's fine. If you don't, that's fine. That's fine. I got things to do. Butter pecan. Not pecan. say pecan every once in a while. Don't like to. It's pecan. Because that's how the natives call it, pecan. We've gone over that. They're like, John, you've said that before. Yes, I have. There might be new listeners out there. There might be some new folks. Hear John talk about his pecans. I had pecan trees. I had a pecan tree in the front yard, and I had a pecan tree in the backyard. At least one. There's at least one. One or two in the backyard. Down in Oklahoma. Frederick, Oklahoma. I lived across from a pecan orchard, which is why I had a couple or a few pecan trees. Yeah, because it happens that way, you know. They pecans are seeds. So I had some pecan trees. Yep. And if you know Frederick, Oklahoma, and I told you about that, you can kind of guess where I used to live. Because I think there's only one pecan orchard there. And it's in town. It's in town. Yipper. I'd even shown on a map. Back years ago doing the show. Shown on a map. You bring up Google Earth. I said, right there. There's where I used to live. Yeah. Frederick's a little town right on the red. Just north of the Texas border. Now I'm in New Hampshire. I like New Hampshire. It's pretty. I like driving in New Hampshire. And by golly, that's really something that we talked about. Okay, I'm going to move. You can go to Wyoming or Montana. But I'd miss driving. You can drive there. You can't drive there. You can drive. It takes you a long time to drive from point A to point B. But you can't drive there. Come on up to New England. Come on up to New Hampshire. We'll go driving. You don't have to go 500 miles an hour. You can keep it 35 and below, and you're flying because the roads are twisty. Up, down, here, there, around the corner, up, zip, 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 zip. It's driving. It's driving, and I would miss that. And the missus loves that. Take the back roads. Look at the old farms and the old houses. Lots of trees. Ain't no vista views in New England unless you're up on top of a mountain or you're on an interstate and it just happens to be able to see. Nah, you're in amongst the trees. A lot of trees. It's green. It is green. Tell people, yeah. You think it? No, it's green. It hugs you. The hills hug you. You can hide yourself and you can get lost. Laurel says you would like the road I live off. People get scared driving it. Oh, yeah. That's the road for me. I remember taking my youngest out, teaching her how to drive, and we were driving those in New Hampshire, Bear Brook area, and you go down through there, and that's good and twisty. Up, down, around, some tight turns and stuff like that. And my youngest, man, she hated that road because I can slow down. Because you know how people are when they're starting to learn drive. Speed control doesn't, they go where they stop. And she was driving fast, too fast, and it's dangerous. So I kept it, and she's like, oh, I hate doing this. I hate this road. Well, fast forward a couple years, and she's following me around and stuff like that. She's like, oh, I like this road. It's like, yeah, it's the same fucking road that you hated. Because now you know how to drive. Yeah, the cowboy likes to drive. Don't like the straight stretches and no. And that's what you get out west. A lot of it's straight. And you're seeing the same thing for an hour because there's nothing there. It's flat. And then, there's mountains, but they're like 5 hours away. Unless you're right up in them. But then even when you're up in them, it's not the same as driving here. Did you ever drive the Beartooth Highway? I did not drive the Beartooth Highway. You're talking about by the Beartooth Mountains? Out west? They got some really good highways out there between, like also going from Montana into Yellowstone. Says it's fun, yes. Yeah, and they've got some good, but those aren't really the roads you're going to be driving most of the time when you're outside the mountains. It's not the same. Yeah, I was looking at property down by the Beartooths as well. There was property by the Crazies I was looking at, Beartooth. Absaroka Range. Of course, the Bitterroot Mountains and the Bitterroot Valley. You got Bitterroots on the west and Sapphire on the right, on the east, on the right, on the east. Sapphire Mountains on the east, and the Bitterroots on the west. There's a property, boy, and it's done off the market for a while, in Florence, Montana. Oh, it's a beautiful property. That was the property I wanted. If you ever Google it, Google One Horse Creek Ranch. There should still be a page. It's hidden. You can't find it on their site, but it's Hall and Hall. Hall and Hall still has it. It's up there. It's like, oh, that's the property. That's what I wanted. Laurel says we left from the northeast entrance of Yellowstone to get to it. It was beautiful. Yeah, they got some beautiful, beautiful runs down through there. But again, that's not normally where people are going to be driving. That's if you're getting from point A to point B, and that's fine. But then it's like, well, how many times can you drive that? I mean, you're going to do it if you're in the area, but here we head on out and we just go, and if we want to, we won't hit the same areas each time just because of the way the roads all are. Zipping around. Idaho is beautiful too. Yes. I was looking at a property in something Valley. It's in Stanley, Idaho. It's supposed to be one of the coldest places in the United States. It's got a nice house there and a couple buildings. It's out in the middle of nowhere. It's nice. Idaho is beautiful. Colorado's beautiful. But their laws suck. Can't live there. Laurel says, I love driving the back roads. Absolutely. If I got time, I'd rather take the back roads any day. If I need to get someplace fast, yeah, I'll take the highway. But I'd rather take the back roads. Yeah, Idaho is beautiful. There's some nice places in Oregon. Can't live there. Can't live there. Laura says kind of like New York State. Love the state. Grew up there, but never lived there again. Yeah, upstate New York and the Finger Lakes region, absolutely beautiful. And it's funny, people go, yeah, we're Republicans. Yeah, you're old school Democrats. Most of them, they're old school Democrats because the Republican or the Democrat Party has shifted so far left that it's left their base back. They think that they're conservative. It's like, no, you're not conservative. You're not nearly as conservative as you think you are. Compared to the left, yeah, I guess you are, but no. So I couldn't live in New York. Couldn't live in Massachusetts. Couldn't live in Maine. Yeah, maybe no. Vermont, socialist paradise, which means it's a shithole. Love Vermont, pretty state, but you get off the main routes, it's like hillbilly land and horrible roads and houses falling apart and vehicles in dooryards with trees growing out of them. You know, think of hillbilly land. That's Vermont. Sure, the tourist areas are nice. They got some beautiful towns. Oh, they got some beautiful towns. But Vermont is so left. It's like, oh, but they're constitutional carry. It's like, yeah, don't let that fool you. Don't let that fool you. They're constitutional carry with magazine limits and this limit and that limit, and you can't carry and do this here. That's like, yeah, it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. It's not New Hampshire, but more rural. No, it's not. So that's that. So couldn't live there. There's a bunch of states I'd consider it, but no, can't. New Mexico, thought about it. Can't. Laurel says, my liberal crazy sisters in Massachusetts are property borders Vermont. Yes. Yeah. Yep. I used to love taking drives through Vermont. That's fine. But nah, won't live there. New Hampshire's good. Need more conservatives, though, because it's always a battle. And depending upon what community you're in, it can swing pretty far left. But we still have enough conservatives and Republicans in the legislature of New Hampshire that we have some of the most conservative laws in the United States. Way more conservative than most quote-unquote conservative states do. It's like, don't be fooled by who may get elected as governor. Don't be fooled by who may get the majority of vote for the federal elections. Don't be fooled by that. The actual laws and what you can do and can't do, it's a more conservative state than most conservative states. Laurel says, growing up, we would always take a Sunday drive. My dad would take the back roads. No, it's wonderful. Love the back roads. And I'll pull over. Look, if you want to go by, you're coming up on my rear for a while, I'll pull over. I'll find a spot. By all means. Have at it. And I'm not a pokey driver. I mean, I can. But generally, I'm not a pokey driver. You know, when I'm on Zippy will just, man, because that's small SUV, boy, he'll just zip everywhere. Now I got the big truck. It's a bit bigger on the road, so I have to be a little more careful. I carry more weight into corners, so I'm a little more mindful of that. Leaves are changing in New Hampshire. The missus says that peak leaf season should be in the first week or two of October this year. That's pretty early. They're starting to change. They're starting to fall. They're falling around my house. I don't have any good colors. Come back from the drive and I'm like, oh, I'm going to take a picture and let everybody know that leaves are changing. I'm like, ain't a decent, good looking turned leaf here. They're either green or they're fallen brown. It's like, no. When we were out, it's like, yeah, there's a blaze, there's a blaze, there's a blaze. So it's starting. I'll get some pictures for folks. It's going to be a quick year. Quick year. I don't know why they're saying that. The average view duration, they say, is 12 minutes and 38 seconds, and that's hogwash. Laurel says, we've been so dry here, the leaves are falling without the colors. Yeah, that's the way it is here, but it's not. It's dry, but not horribly dry here. There's a lot of communities with a drought warning, so they can't even have fires. So, but out and about, yeah, there was a bunch of trees. They were emblazoned. I thought about just whipping out my cell phone because it was sitting in a console next to me. Just put a little video, but I'm like, no. I'm just going to enjoy the drive. Going to enjoy the drive. And yakking. Listening to music. Singing along with music. Yeah. We get out at least once a week. Once a week for a drive. The back roads. Everybody should. Not everybody does it, but everybody should. You know the song. Oh, come on. Ain't nobody got it. Not everybody does it, but everybody should. Oh, come on now. George Michael. Come on now. I don't know if it was... he might have been in Wham when he was doing that. I think it's I Want Your Sex. Folks have found everything is a song lyric or movie or TV quote. Everything. Laura says you just need to slow down and look around. Yeah. We look and we go, when I look around, I think, man, and I'm sure other people have done it too. You go and you go, that house must have been absolutely beautiful the first 5 years of its existence. You know, and it's like, and you look and it's fallen down, or you got trees and bushes overgrown. It's like, oh, that used to be something. That's just something. One of my things when I'm driving around, I'm like, oh, I like this place. I like old farms. Yeah, I said, we'd look at barns. That's what Laurel says. Yeah. I go, oh, this is awesome. But there's always one complaint. It's like, too close to the road. It's too close to the road. There's a reason why all of the farms are close to the road. It's to get closer to the road. Back in the day, look, energy, time, some of them went in, especially here in New England, some of them went in before there was cars. So this idea of this big, long driveway away from the road, no, screw that. They built as close to the roads as they could get away with because it was just easier. And they had the fields and stuff in the back. But yeah, it's like, oh, when I go by a barn, it's like, oh, would that not make an absolutely fantastic showcase property? Now, what I mean by showcase property is, you know, you're driving along and you see a house and a barn and fields and fences, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. I call that a showcase property. And you go, oh, it's in the right location. It's got the bones. You just want to, fix it up and just get your horses out in the field, and you fix up the barn, and you have the house, and put a pool in the back, and just have these rolling hills, and it's just when people drive by it, and you go, I would like people to drive by my house and go, oh, that place is so nice. Not that they don't do it now. I'm sure some do. I told you about that. Lindsey Graham walked by my house, and he's like, is this your house? I was like, yes, it is. He's like, oh, it's beautiful. So thank you very much. And off he went. He was part of a parade he was going through. But Laurel says there are a lot here in Kentucky. A lot of horses. A lot of horses. Hey, saw somebody out riding a horse again today. It's like, yeah. Sometimes there's a lot of horses in New Hampshire. People don't realize it. There is a shit ton of horses, but very seldom do you ever see anybody riding them. I don't know when they're riding them. They're there, but every once in a while you'll find somebody riding it. And sometimes when I'm out, I'll stop. I will stop my vehicle. I will get out. And I'll say, hey, good to see you riding. And I'll get into a conversation with them. Get acquainted with the horse. It's not above me to drive down and see, oh, that's a neat place. I wonder what they do there. And I'll pull in. Hey, tell me about this place. Tell me something about you. That's not unheard of. I will do that. Why? I'm a curious man. But we saw somebody on a horse today, and it was a girl. Most of the people that we run into, and in fact, I have never, while we were out and about, seen a man ride a horse. It's all gals. Weird. I don't know why. It's the gals. Saw one today. She's like, oh, there's somebody riding. I'm like, I didn't see him because I'm paying attention to the road. Where? The back there. Was it a guy or a girl? Looked like a girl. Well, there you go. Looked like a girl. Guys and girls do look different on a horse. They do. You can generally tell. You can just kind of glancing. It's a guy. It's a girl. That's weird. I like to get out there and ride. Get out there and ride. Oh, hell. I can't. Not because I'm physically unable. I don't have a horse. I don't have a horse. I've ridden. Rode my share. I don't have a horse. Well, how can you call yourself a cowboy if you don't have a horse? Say what you said again. How can you say? I don't have any cows either. It's a vernacular now. But yes, cowboys dealt with cattle. They usually rode horses. Wranglers deal with horses. But everybody uses the vernacular of cowboy now, so it's fine. Laurel says, of the 9 homes and farms on my road, 4 of them have horses. Yeah, they're everywhere. I mean, really, you can do the back roads in New Hampshire, and there's horses everywhere. Either horses that are there or places that used to have horses. Strange. More people should be out riding horses. Ride them. Ride them. Do your thing. You got them. Someday. Well, we have gone past the top of the hour. I appreciate the folks that stayed with us and were listening. I don't appreciate that they didn't say hey. You need to say hey. Those who like this show, you never know what we're going to talk about. And usually when the gang's here, we go in all sorts of different directions, and people are all chiming in. We're just getting the show started back up again after 8 months hiatus. So we're back. I got some audio stuff to get figured out. Maybe Laurel and Gus can help me out in the next couple of days. We'll try to get this sorted out because I I don't like not being right. Supposedly now the sound for my voice and everything is just fine. It's done what it's supposed to do. Great. But let's see here. Yeah, that's weird. I have to check all my sound settings. But Laura says one family does the train robberies for the rail company. Oh, the enacting stuff? Yeah. I thought I'd like to do some parades and stuff. Go to events or something. Just, they used to have horses all the time in the parades. They don't have them in the parades anymore. Not really. Not since COVID. Weird. That's weird. That is weird. Oh, I was also looking at a property recently in the Black Hills in Wyoming. Just outside of Sundance. Yes, Butch and Sundance. Not many people there. Pretty small town. The problem with that area in Wyoming in general is it's way far apart from anything else. Where Montana's kind of, you can find a place where you can hit several communities pretty quickly, relatively speaking. Wyoming can be a bit of a stretch. Speaking of Wyoming, Connie and Elliot? Was that her last name? Yeah. Hope they're doing well. Especially after I had been on hiatus, I hadn't heard much from her. So maybe we got to get in touch and see how they're doing out there in Wyoming. But yeah, we're starting to come down off the top of the hour again, and we've been set for 8 to 10. So, if folks like to donate, there's a link in the description. Please stop by Facebook and say, hey. Make sure you go there often and get the content that you're missing, because you're going to be missing content. It was good chatting, and it was nice getting things running. We'll be up Wednesday evening. Hopefully we'll get all of the stuff ironed out before then. But we'll see. At least the audio quality this time is good. Laurel says good night. Give the missus a hug. Will do. And she'll be watching the show in the morning like usual. Oh, coffee. But that said, I'm going to close her down. See you bright and early in the morning on Facebook. Thank you for joining the show. See you on Wednesday. God bless. And take care.